Hey, new review today. Don't freak out. It's Fans Toys Chomp. So we got FT-51 Chomp that we're looking at today. Really excited about this. Got this from the Chosen Prime. And it's a masterpiece Scullcruncher. So the last of their Decepticon Headmasters that they've done. Really excited about this. The box, as always, it's pretty nice for Fans Toys. They do go for that more of a masterpiece aesthetic. It is kind of masterpiece quality toy, so that makes sense. You do have a little blurb on the back about who Chomp is and all that stuff. So, and there's all the ones they've released so far. It's been very staggered. I hope that they re-release these guys. I have Dracula, and I just need Lupus, and he's going for stupid money, so I hope they re-release him, because otherwise I'm not sure how I would manage to complete the trio. But we'll go ahead and take a look at Scullcruncher. He's one of my favorites of the original Decepticon Headmasters, so yeah, real excited about that. We'll go ahead and take a look. So here he is, Chomp in his Crocodile mode, and yeah, it looks spectacular. He looks really great. Yeah, there he is. He's pretty large. It's hard to tell from here, but he's almost the whole review area I have. So yeah, but overall, he looks super cartoon accurate as far as the specifically the Japanese anime, and yeah, he looks really good. He does come with a couple of things. Of course, in the box you get the instruction booklet, which is, you know, pretty nice quality instruction booklet, and the card, and he also comes with a gun, and that's it. So if you wanted to, you can put the gun on the top there. He's got a little space, so you can kind of shove it in there, and you can have his gun on there, or not. It's up to you. So I kind of prefer it not in there. But the gun, let's just take a look at that while we're here. It's got some paint on there. It's this trouble describing this color here. It's like a bluish greenish, but very light. It's like a metallic silvery blue. I don't know, but it's nice. It's nice. And you'll see more of that color in the robot mode. But yeah, pretty good, pretty accurate weapon we got there. And to just take a closer look here at Chomp, there's his head, looking all kinds of cool with those painted teeth. It's got a little tongue and a little gun system in there. And yeah, very nice metallic paint, or plastic. It's actually, don't think there's a ton of paint on here. Yeah, the underside, it cleans up pretty well. It's got quite a bit of heft to it. I actually still have a little sticker on here for the quality control. I'll take that off. But yeah, pretty hefty. As far as articulation, he's got this articulated tail, can kind of wag back and forth, and has a swivel there, so you can kind of articulate it in any which direction you want. Back legs will rotate up and down. Toes will go down. He's got a little ankle there that'll move. It's very stiff, but you know, you can do that. His front legs, you know, forward and back, rotation there, goes all the way around. All the toes go down. I mean, if you bring them down all the way, it does break it up a little bit, but that's pretty typical for Scullcruncher. So, and then head, you can swivel, you can kind of go back and forth, up and down. It's got a little bit of movement. You know, obviously the jaw opens up and closes. So, yeah, pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic looking toy. Very cool. And of course, he does have a headmaster here. on the back of the box, it's labeled as Irwin. Now, some of these things you might need like a spudger or something to open up some of these. I can get this piece, which is actually green. Looks very dark, but it's, see, it's actually dark green, which is cool, but it does hide his little guy in there. It's got a steering wheel that comes down, and you just want to pull him out. He's seated in there. There's some really nice detail in there. So, nice little cockpit area. So, yeah. And it's nice that he sits in the head like he did with the G1 toy, but it is this little piece right here does cover it up. You can see the steering wheel right there. So you don't see him inside the mouth when you open the mouth, which is nice bit of engineering there. Still loyal to the original design. Instead of putting him back here, you put him in the head, but a little better. And so here is, what did I say his name was? Irwin? With his little headmaster. It is a little bit different as far as the paint or the color. He's a little lighter shade of green, which is accurate, so that's cool. But he looks good. He's got painted eyes, painted face. Not too bad. Of course, he's got just the head on the back there. Nothing folds over. It's just his head on the back. So, but he's got our articulated arms. They're on a ball joint, so they've got some range there. Pretty tight. That elbow. Ball joint right there at the thigh. Knees go obviously forward and back. And he's got a ball joint here on his toe. So he's got some ankle pivot and stuff. He can get in some cool fun poses. So that's pretty cool. And I've got a few comparisons here. Let's just see if we can set this up in a way that's practical. So the G1, thought that was the most appropriate. And you can see the G1, he's a fairly big toy for what he was. And you can just see how much bigger he is than that G1 toy. And of course my G1 Scullcruncher is a little worse for wear, but you can see Grax he's he won't even stand up, but he's a little bit different as far as the green, so that's cool. But yeah, and he's around the same size, so that's neat. A lot of the same detailing you'll see there too, as far as the detail on the chest and the abs and all that stuff. So even the legs, a lot of the same stuff. So that's really cool. Hard to tell with the face because it wasn't painted, but, and you know, same thing on the back. So he's very loose. This is supposed to come up, but it always just flops down. So yeah. But yeah, and just cause I'm gonna set these guys to the side for just a minute, just cause I in prepping for this review discovered I've got quite a lot of these guys. Titans Return, Fans Project, Mech Fans Toys, Unique Toys, I think, Palm Warrior. So yeah, I've got quite a few of them. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Looks good. He is a big boy. Yeah, very, very cool. So let me just go ahead and start getting him transformed. Let me just rearrange some stuff and we'll get straight into the transformation. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. So we'll start here in the back and just fold these little legs up, just get them out of the way. And let's see if I can remember this. I just did it the one time the other day. I was really excited to get it open, so we'll just start there. I'll just get everything out of the way. And we'll split this section, his legs, and get the tail out of the way. So the tail does just kind of hold in place. There's a couple of little holes that these little pegs go into. You can see one's bigger than the other, I think, right? Or the same size. There's only one way to go yet. And in order to get this into a sword, we'll open it up this way, rotate this, and turn that around, close it up, and then we get a sword. And you just want to collapse. Just be careful there. This, collapse all that in. And there you got a sword. And it's you know, kind of like his sword's always been. It's kind of a more of a giant blunt thing than a sword, but they did a good job of shaping it. It kind of looks like the head of a lance. He just took a lance apart and then just whapping you with it. But just put that to the side. All right. And then we can, well, we'll just get these in. These little spiky pieces will flip in. And then this little piece will unhook the whole head piece. There we go. And we can fold that in. For now. And let's see if we can get these legs done here. So we want to, the legs on him are always kind of tricky because you want to fold these up. I'll snap into place here. And then kind of get this whole thing opened up. Oh, I'm an idiot. The whole reason we've done this, sorry, I apologize, is so that we can get this piece up. This entire piece will hinge up if I can get it to come up. If you have a spudger, like I said, things might be a little easier. I don't have one handy. I did just take the pen part out of my pen. Let's see if I can get this just to give it a little bit of space. Let's see if I can get that up. That will come up, I swear. Did it before. Can do it again. Let me see here. Okay, so I did get it here, but it does, like I said, just take some force. So with that whole piece will come up, and it just tabs in there, or just really locks in. So Yeah. So just bring that up so that you can release the feet, and then that way we can get this whole thing kind of rotated out of here. There we go. And then that will open up. Okay. Kind of a mess. It'll blow apart on you. I'll show you a little better on the other side here. But you also do want to, if you can see in there, kind of rotate the leg a little bit like that, just to get it to all come this way. So yeah, that's what you get. You get a giant mess of all this. So let's just get this folded up and sat like that. Well, that leg can sit right there for right now. This will fold in like this, I believe. And then this will close up like that. Sorry if any of this is not on camera. And then, all right, we got that in there. We got this in there. This will rotate. This flap will come down. Let's see here. This leg piece, let's work on that first. Spin that around. There's a, kind of comes down on a slider. To kind of get that down on the slider. And then it'll rotate in and then bring it up. Hopefully you don't have anything in the way. So there we go. So like that. And then this piece will come around, will it not? Oh, get this flipped around. Get that in there. Fold it like that. Get this piece around. Get this all folded in. And what a mess right there. I'm sure this locks in here somewhere. I think you want to get it like that. There we go. So that's all situated like that. And then this is the part you're going to need something for, a tool or something, because you will scratch up the foot. Get something to pry this up. I used the tail last time, and this is not very good because it's very soft. Okay, I just used a covered toothpick. I apologize. So there you go. Get the foot all the way down, and then we can rotate the whole leg like that. So, yeah. But there we have the leg. You might have missed some of that, so we'll just try to do a better job with this. Let's get this one out of the way right here. Let's bring that down. And let's see, we'll get this whole thing up. And then this piece opened. Sorry. There's some steps you got to do in sequence, and that's where we're messing up. So get that all opened up like that. And let's see, get that opened. And you do want to, like I was saying, kind of bring the knee down a little bit so you can bring that around. We'll just close that for now. Bring this up and over like that. And let's see, make sure that's closed. Flip this part around. And let's see, you want to bring this down on a slider and then fold it back up. You can see it kind of fits in there, that groove. So make sure the leg is in this position so it's not in the way of anything. And let's see here. There we go. Bring the foot around like that. Bring this whole panel out. Flip this down and get all of this situated in its place. Fold that flap down. Then bring the foot up like that. And then, you know, unfortunately, get something. Just be very careful. I'm trying to use something soft, and it's covered in plastic, so I don't scratch it. Bring that around, and then rotate it all. And there you go. We got legs. So very cool. We got some legs for this guy. You want to rotate it so you know he's oriented properly. Bring these little pieces down to fill in a little gap there. Yep. And then bring this in. Let's see here. Bring this like, I think it's like that. Let's fold this down. Oh. And then like that. I think it's supposed to lay like that. I apologize. It's supposed to lay. So this part gave me some trouble the first time around because you kind of gotta get it past this part to fold it down. But get it all folded down like that. Smushed into his back. Then arms are fairly easy. Just bring them around. Bring them out. And then they'll spin. And then you want to open up this area. Bring out his hand. So bring out his hand. I apologize. I am just being thick. It opens on both sides. I didn't realize that. I thought for sure I got it in one way prior. So it's luckily not a big deal at all. It opens up on both sides, and you can push it through with your hand. So, duh. And fingers open if you want. So, whatever you want to do with that. But, yep, there he is. I mean, that's him, right? I think we've got it all. Yep, I've still got that sticker on there. Yeah, I think that's everything. So there's a couple of small, and I'm trying to be extra careful because I really, it's expensive and I don't want to wreck them. So yeah. So let's get him transformed so that we can get him attached. So his arms just kind of, little tabs there that go into the back of his arms, so just kind of fold in there. And then his feet tab together, just like a regular G1 Headmaster. He flips around, but this time his little things will peg into his shoulders. And there he is. And I really like that they made his neck yellow too, so he's got a neck. So yeah, there he is, looking just awesome. Just really good. Yeah, wow. Look at that face. Really fantastic. And he's so clean. He's so clean. He looks just like the animation. Not a lot of kibble or anything. Outside of, you know, the crocodile head, which is normal. And, of course, a little difference in the green. It might be unsettling for some people, but it is accurate. So, and they even have this green piece that rotates out so that it'll simulate, oh, that's where the leg is. Even though most of the crocodile leg is inside of his robot leg now. So that's really cool. Let's go ahead and give him his sword. So it's got that little tab system. Let me open up his hand. And stick that bad boy in there. And same thing with this gun. Yeah. Oh man, that looks awesome. Really cool. Articulation, you know, he's got a ton of it. He's got the ball joint up there, rotation, hinge. He's got all 5 digits. Bend on one knuckle here, and then 2 for each individual digit. He's got full rotation there, you know, full waist. He doesn't have an ab crunch necessarily, but his head will rotate. He can look down and up just a little bit. Nothing really side to side or anything, but, you know, the hips, he's got the hip skirts that will get out of the way, so you can go ratchet all the way back and forward and out. He'll rotate, of course, and bend, and then the toes. You know, you can do this. I'm sure you can, because of that hinge, you can bring them out and stuff, and down and up, and whatever you want to do. So, very, very cool. Yeah. And just, okay. Just really fantastic looking. He doesn't want to hold his sword up. His sword's pretty heavy, so yeah. Yeah, oh my gosh, super happy with this guy. Like I said, I got this from the Chosen Prime, and yeah, really excited. He does also have the tech specs that are hiding in there, or the speed strength, whatever, but which is really cool. It actually is labeled there, and it's purple, so you know, like all the Decepticon ones were. So yeah, rad. Very cool. So let's just go ahead and bring in some comparisons, and I'll kind of give you my final thoughts here. Okay, I'm not going to do every single Scullcruncher again, but here's G1 Scullcruncher. And this one's much scarier to transform, just because of the age. But as you can see, too, this little flap, of course. There you go. Just doesn't want to stay up. But yeah, he never had painted eyes, so that's cool that they have it. This is actually identical, so that's cool. They really put in a lot of similar details, so that's really, really great. And of course, I didn't show them off. I don't want to have to transform them and stuff. Once I get Lupus, I'll do all of them. But there he is with Dracula, so Scullcruncher and Mind Wipe. So that's what they look like together. So very, very cool. Can't wait to get Lupus. Hopefully they reissue him. Fingers crossed. And I'll have the whole team. So yeah, ultimately, this is a fantastic toy. I really love it. I think it's awesome. It's very accurate to the animation, and it's just a fun overall toy. You know, some little bits that are you know, it's not scary if you have the right tool for it. So, but yeah, yeah, overall, I really dig this guy. I think he's so cool. Let me know what you guys think of Chomp, what you think of the review, and I will talk to you guys next time.